All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Today, we're going to be playing some more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's the last weekend before the Switch 2 comes out and Mario Kart World comes out, so I'm hyped. I got an email from Best Buy saying that my order is about to come out soon. The stuff I pre-ordered. So I should be all set and ready to go. Let me just check the streams here. Alright. They look good. I was adjusting the vertical YouTube stream right up until the last second here, so we'll start off with regional, and then if other people join, we can do something else. But yeah, I had to move the Mario Kart HUD around a bit for YouTube and stuff to accommodate the no webcam setup. I need to make a different setup for when I do have a webcam though, because right now everything's set up for no webcam, but I want to be able to switch back to a scene that has webcam if I want to, for like special occasions and stuff. Like maybe next week's Star Wars event in Fortnite. We'll see though, we'll see. A mushroom is not amazing here, but what is amazing is Wee Rainbow Road. Wee Rainbow Road, yes. One of my, if not my favorite map in all of Mario Kart. Alright. Stupid shells. Hey Crystal, welcome to the YouTube stream. How's it going? I really want that star, but there's no point in... They mean the double use, but I want to get to that star. Use it or lose it. I hope that destroyed the shell. Ugh, I drifted a little bit extra there to try to avoid Yoshi. Get this gold mushroom out of here. It's not very useful on this particular part. Well, that could be an evil red shell. I think I got him mid-jump. The same exact items as before. Whatever. I'm just using my mushrooms, getting the star, and I get another 3 mushrooms. Okay. This is going to be another repeat of the last Mario Kart stream where I just get mushrooms over and over. Trying to time that shot. Well, those guys were over the jump. You can just chill out here. Fifth, we're still in a good spot. Yoshi, please. Alright, comes down to these last items. We gotta risk it. that not hit them at all? Oh well, because of the lopsided VR, we still gain VR in this lobby. Hey Philip, you played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe before? Nice. I think most people that on the Switch have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, right? Or am I thinking of the Wii U? It might be both. Hey Sackboy, welcome to the Twitch stream. How's it going? Why do we have people in Germany here? We're in regionals. I guess they joined off a friend. Still, 2 people from Europe and a North American lobby is crazy. I don't want to touch you, Yoshi. I didn't realize there was a jump opportunity there. Alright, we're fine, we're fine. We're just in blue shell protection mode where we're... Never mind. And he stole the... I was gonna say, we were chilling. Like, being right behind the leader is a good spot, because if a blue shell comes, they'll take it. But no, I had to get hit by a regular bomb, and then someone else had to take those double items. I'll just go for single. Yes, my minion. Take something for your king. Yeah, it could have been worse. Wonder if it's faster to do 2 jumps there or just to take the boost. I didn't realize that one corner was a possible shortcut. I didn't realize this was a potential shortcut either. No. I fire you. Tried to just hit the corner so I wouldn't go that high, but I did indeed go that high anyway. Oh my goodness. Eh. 6 again. Okay, you know what? In this lobby, I guess 6 isn't terrible. Hey, Zach. Welcome to the Twitch stream. It's a 1 to 0 chance that you have it. I don't know what you're talking about. I'll do Aminal Crossing. I'm doing good. We're just playing some Mario Kart. I got email from Best Buy saying that my pre-order is about to come out, so everything still looks good for my Switch 2 pre-order. Plan on picking it up at midnight, since Best Buy lets you pick up pre-orders at the midnight release. Yeah, trying to keep my skills up for a World. Though I'm sure the skill gap for Mario Kart World is going to end up being much higher than 8 Deluxe with all the wall riding and rail grinding and stuff, all the different routes. It's not going to be as easy to memorize a track and route if you have to drive between the races. Get more coins. I was gonna purposefully drive into those, but no. Mr. Triple Shells had to come in and ruin everything. I'm just keeping these because of the shortcuts. Oh my goodness. Just use it. I'm scared. And he stole my item. Yoshi, please. Oh my goodness. The item stealing. I pre-ordered from GameStop. Nice. I heard some Switch 2 pre-orders were getting canceled, but I don't know what retailers that's from. What a comeback! Nice. 3rd place. Woo-wee. That was not looking good up until that last corner. Yeah, I didn't watch the video because honestly, a lot of the videos about Switch 2 are just clickbait, but I think for Best Buy, you don't get charged until it actually releases, so. And I'll be there in person, so hopefully if like my card gets declined or whatever, I'll be right there to use like a backup payment method. Hey Neo Silly, you like Mario Kart 8? Nice. Yeah, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people playing Mario Kart 8 and Deluxe after Switch 2 comes out with backwards compatibility. The world's going to have plenty of players too. I want to take this shortcut. You didn't expect the big old ghost to come through, did you, Yoshi? Oh boy. The rebound. Well, not really a rebound, but I wanted to spread that out a bit more, but oh well. No shortcut here is painful. And now I get 4 mushrooms. Actually, I should. Well, it's too late for me to go on the sides now, but three mushrooms, okay. I was hoping to get at least one item there. You had to use 2 mushrooms because I started drifting early on purpose. You know what? I'm going to stick with this. I'm going not trick here. Stick with this one guaranteed mushroom. If I didn't get hit by that stupid back spam, I would have been good. Oh my goodness. And I got protection too. I was like, you know what? Let's not trick here on this last jump so that way I can start drifting into the final shortcut as soon as possible. And it worked. And I got protection after that. But it just didn't come quite enough. Quite soon enough. This lobby does seem to really stick together though. Like if you get screwed at the last part, it's just over. And on the flip side, if you're able to boost past a bunch of people at the very end, like I did with the Animal Crossing track, then you're able to go from like nearly last to third. I'll use that so I can take the shortcut, hopefully. A little risky, but sometimes you gotta risk it. It really did pay off there. Wasn't really able to turn away. I think it's going to take me a while to get used to wall jumping and stuff. Like, I guarantee you, like, when World comes out, I'm basically just going to play exactly like I do in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, where I just... What did I get hit? Where I just drift around corners and stuff. Are you serious? Like, I'm not even going to think to charge jump and stuff. But I bet in, like, a month or two, the skill gap's going to be so high that you're going to need to do all that extra new tech in order to be competitive in online. But it's kind of like the charge jump glitch in Wii U Mario Kart 8, where if you know how to do it, then you can get ahead, and it's basically necessary in order to have a chance at online. Yeah, use it or lose it. I wonder if like wall riding and stuff is gonna lead to some unintended shortcuts. I've watched a few videos on how the checkpoint system in Mario Kart games tend to work, and how speedrunners have been able to abuse that to skip massive chunks of the map. You gotta imagine there's a lot of interesting maneuvers that can be found that Nintendo doesn't really intend. No item. Aww. Of course, I don't get an item, but the guys in front of me and behind me get items. It's not even like I could have just... like I had an option. All the boxes were taken. I'd rather have something else than a bunch of mushrooms. Game's gonna give me mushrooms anyway. Whatever. Woo! That's why I wanted to have something once I got a new item. I'm not used to being able to just drift into that one shortcut with the ramp. The carts combo I used to run, oh my goodness. Stats didn't allow it to just straight up go through it. Well, I got scurred. Oh my goodness. I want to hold it a little bit. Hold it a little bit. I can't be bothered to time it. One thing I can't wait for in World though is for the lightning to not affect people that are behind the lightning user. Like that I can't wait for. Like I'm in 10th, it shouldn't affect me. The older Mario Kart, I like the older Mario Kart games in my opinion. The best one for me is Mario Kart Wii. I played Mario Kart Wii a couple years ago, I think. I think I streamed it. And yeah, it does have a lot of great maps. But with all the maps in 8 Deluxe, like, I don't know. Part of me kind of hopes that instead of doing an open world theme, that they did Mario Kart 9 with like a ultimate theme, you know? Like with Smash Bros. Ultimate, where all the courses are here, you know? And I imagine, like, adding new tracks for Mario Kart World will be harder than it is for 8 Deluxe, considering it's, like, part of the open world. Unless they specifically make any DLC maps separate, which would be weird. Is this, I assume you mean the Wii U version. No, this is the Nintendo Switch version. We are playing the Nintendo Switch Mario Kart 8 Deluxe in preparation for Mario Kart World, which comes out for the Switch 2. Well, I'm actually going to keep these mushrooms for once. Yes, back spam when you're in 7th. That makes a lot of sense. Screw the people in 8th and 9th. This is fine. I want to save this for that shortcut. That's 3 red shells. Hopefully that's all of them. Unbelievable. I'm gonna wait for their stars to wear off. Nope. Speaking of stars. Minion, go steal something for your king. I guess it was too early for me to get invulnerable, like the ghost effect. I actually didn't know that was a thing. Go, Boo, steal something for your king. I would have liked something better than mushrooms, but you know what? Since I'm ghosted, I'm fine with it. I don't need protection if I'm a ghost mode. Going ghost mode as King Boo is interesting. You'd think you'd just be able to do that naturally. Red Dead 1 is available on the Switch. Yeah, I saw. That released, I think a bit ago. I wonder if Redemption 2 would work on Switch 2. Along with the definitive GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition, yeah. You know, part of me is surprised that Rockstar didn't put a version of GTA 5 on the Switch 1. But I suppose if they want the multiplayer to have all the same features and DLC as the current gen consoles, then I guess that might not have been possible. But still, they could have like the story mode or something. Like the story mode for GTA 5 worked on PS3 and 360. Like, there's no way that part, like the single player, wouldn't work on Switch 1. The only problem I could see with multiplayer on the Switch 1 would be that the expanded and enhanced cars would probably go a bit too fast, and the game would probably stutter as it tries to load in everything. But in theory, the Switch 2 would fix all of that. So I suppose GTA 5 could come to the Switch 2 with the expanded and enhanced version. Give me protection, please. This works, I suppose. I'm just going to chill with second. Hey, nice. The graphics settings for console games have to be optimized for each one. Yeah. Well, I still think that's... Well, I guess GTA 5 Online doesn't have crossplay, but... I guess the experience wouldn't be good enough on Switch 1 for Rockstar to justify it. That's the only reason I could think of it. It would be because the fast cars in online would go too fast for the game to load in everything quickly. That would be the only reason I could think of that they wouldn't be able to port it to Switch 1. With Switch 2, I really doubt that GTA 6 will run on the Switch 2. As much as I would love it to be playable on Switch 2, there ain't no way it's gonna look good on the Switch 2. So, I don't know. I think it would make sense to bring GTA 5 with the expanded and enhanced stuff to Switch 2. That way, Switch players at least have some modern GTA title, but it would still be disappointing, I suppose, for Switch to get GTA 5 while everyone else is playing GTA 6. But still, like, if it can run on Switch 2, they should just get it. Hey, Ryan. I think it will run. I mean, I don't know. I hope it does, but I would be surprised. I would also be surprised if it does. If it does run, I guarantee you it's going to be 30 FPS. And it's not going to look nearly as good as it does for the trailers that are currently out. I guess, I don't know. Some developers just have, like, I don't know. They're just able to make crazy games work on Switch and optimize super well. But I don't think Rockstar is really one of those people that'll prioritize optimization on Switch like other better developers do. Like, I mean, this isn't really a Switch game, at least not yet, but, you know, Forza Horizon, those devs, like, have amazing visuals at amazing frame rates, and it almost feels like black magic, the fact that they're able to make it run so well. Nintendo themselves does some crazy optimization with file sizes. Like, I'm always shocked whenever I see how small games on the Switch and the Switch 2 are. Star, really? Bro. That was not the item I needed in 11th. Yeah, the 120 FPS support on Switch 2 is very promising. I hope a lot of developers make use of it. I think I read somewhere though that it only allows 120 FPS in handheld. Like, I think I heard somewhere that developers can't make it do 120 on docked mode. I could be wrong about that, but, or maybe it was VRR. That was actually a cute crash, I kind of want to say. I did not expect that sound effect when I crashed into that guy on the stilts. Oh my goodness. Minion, steal something for your king. Fire? I will accept this offering. Instant karma for that Yoshi. Give me something else. Oh, that was Pog. I accidentally dropped the banana, but it still blocked the shell. I don't like having my glider open at that part because it just makes you go much farther than you should. I didn't get the shortcut, but someone else did. I was trying to line up for this shortcut, and I didn't pay attention to the guy in front of me that was holding a red shell. Four bananas. Okay. Well. Yeah, I want to close my glider right there before the second jump. If it stays up, then it's not good. I didn't mean to throw that backwards. I don't know what that red shell hits. What? I got hit by fire. Was that back spam, or did I just not see them shoot me? I think that was the VRR thing that didn't work, docked. Hopefully the 120 FPS mode is an option for docked mode too. Some people, including myself, will happily take 120 hertz gameplay that looks like a potato if there's an option. Especially in competitive games like Fortnite. I would totally do that if it's supported on Switch too. I've seen a race in Mario Kart Wii where it was all Funky Kongs. Yeah, Funky Kong is the meta in Wii. Kind of like how Yoshi is the meta in Deluxe. And I think before the Booster Course Pass, Waluigi was the meta. Neil, what's my favorite Mario Kart item? I think having just a simple red shell is probably, if I had to choose one item, like that was my favorite, I'd probably pick that. Because you can use it for attack, and you can also use it for defense. And then it just comes down to how well you drive. I guess you could say a super horn. Well, because if you're in first place, it's fine, but I don't know. I like dragging protection for most of the time, at least that I'm not in first place. Because someone could like throw a red shell right behind you and you might not have enough time to react. So I'll still stick with the simple red shell. Oh my goodness, that was a bad bump. I'm gonna hold the... Oh my goodness. I'm gonna hold the coin so I get a guaranteed item. I was low. I thought I was like so smart there. I looked back, saw the green shell coming, but then the guy in front of me dropped a bomb. Let's just get all new items. All right, third. I'll take it. I'll take it. No 120 FPS in dock mode would be strange, right? Because it isn't performance boosted while docked. Yeah. But I don't know. Some developers might think their game looks too ugly for it or whatever. Some developers are kind of weird like that. They have to make their game look a certain way on console, even if it could go lower on PC. Mine's the favorite item's the super horn, because the AoE is fun to hit people with. True, true. Also, I don't think I said before, but hello, Life is Life. Welcome to YouTube stream. Hello, Elena. I will be streaming tomorrow too, yes. I'll be playing more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe then as well. Yeah, I always stream on the weekends, so. I don't think I'm going to be streaming Mario Kart World on my Switch 2 the day after release, because I'm going to be busy getting my Switch 2 set up and transferred, and then I'm going to go trade in my Switch 1. I'm going to transfer my stuff over locally. I'm not going to rely on Nintendo servers to keep my Switch 1 data safe. So I'm probably missing out on some like trade-in deal or whatever. But it's fine. I'd rather have the peace of mind of knowing that that's my data isn't going to get lost from some random thing, or maybe the Nintendo servers are busy because everyone's trying to load their transfer data at the same time, you know? Thanks for the follow, Alan. I can't really read your name. I'm still trying to draw. But thanks for the follow. I appreciate it. Ooh, ooh. Oh, oh. Get wrecked. See, you can be surprised how often you can avoid stuff just by looking behind you every now and then. Like, he was able to shoot one fire at me, and it hit my protection, but since I saw him before, he couldn't line up a second shot as easily. Oh, 80, I gotcha. That makes sense. It's going good so far. We're getting screwed over by items, but nothing unusual for Mario Kart. Ooh, I'll choose Maple Tree Way. Tomorrow I'm going to be streaming Mario Kart 8 Deluxe too, so. Next week I'll be playing Mario Kart World. You know, assuming that, you know, nothing bad happens with my pre-order. You know, I don't get robbed when I'm walking out of the store or something. No, I'm not interested in any digital artistry stuff. I've got good graphics already. I didn't really mean to throw it instantly, but it worked out. Yeah, no, I don't need any graphics. I'll be using the same graphics in like 10 years if I'm able. I specifically had the ones that that I have now, like my transitions and stuff. I specifically had them make them in 60 FPS. Even though I was streaming at 30 FPS at the time, I still wanted them to be 60, so that when I did start streaming in 60 FPS, I was good to go. And I'm glad I did that, because now I do stream at 60 FPS. So I already future-proofed myself when I got my current animations and stuff. That's a very hard banana to dodge right there. Especially with so little notice. Take the shortcut. Start drifting before the boost. I don't really want to try and time this blue shell, so just throw it. I want to get to that start. Use it or lose it. Even though it didn't protect me there, you never know. Little evil back spam there. Ooh. Ooh, I got past them at the last second. That free food on the track came in clutch. Someone said that it was coming out on the 11th. Yeah. There's so much misinformation about the Switch 2 online. Like, it's kind of crazy. People just, and you know, some people do it maliciously. Some people just don't know. They just guess. And say it as if they, you know, if they know it for a fact. What's my favorite Mario Kart 8 track? Yoshi's Circuit. It's such a... On the surface, it's a weirdly shaped course, because it's shaped like a Yoshi. But it's so satisfying to pull off all those drifts. Just give me like a red shell or some other kind of protection on there, and I'm going. Oh my. I'm not going at the start of this race though, without any items. I hope the netcode for World is better than 8 Deluxe 2. Like, I don't care like how much better it is, I just want it to be better. Because whenever I see someone holding a red shell, I'm like, are they really holding it, or are they actually like holding it behind them? Oh my. Right off the edge there. Actually, you know what? I know it's going to be better, at least a little bit, because I did hear that Mario Kart World is going to is going to base like whether or not it thinks someone got hit based off the victim's POV. So in other words, if someone in front of you is holding a green shell like this Yoshi is right now, as long as I don't hit him on my screen, it won't count as me getting hit. Even if on his screen I'm right behind him and and it looks like it should be hitting me on his screen, as long as it's not hitting me on my screen, I'm good. Whereas in 8 Deluxe, it's based off the user's, oh my goodness, it's based off their screen. So if I touch the Yoshi and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe here that's dragging a green shell, then that's what leads to me getting hit by stuff that doesn't appear to even be touching me. So I'll know Mario Kart World will be better in that regard, but that's a good shock dodge, but wish it had come earlier. I don't know if this has anything to do with the netcode, but apparently Street Fighter 6 on Switch 2 is insane because the latency is so low or something. If you're talking about like online multiplayer, then the netcode for that might be good. It depends more so on the developer and how the developer's handling multiplayer. But I would imagine that if you want to be able to play a fighting game online, that the developers would make it a priority to make sure that the latency online is super low. I'm surprised Smash Bros. Ultimate is as bad as people are saying. Like, I don't play Smash Ultimate, I've just heard that like the online for Smash Bros. Ultimate isn't that great. It might get an upgrade, who knows? You think Sakurai will take a break from Kirby Air Riders to make a little update? What if Smash Bros. Ultimate is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe of the Switch 2? You know, where it came out for the last console, but it still doesn't get a new entry on Switch 2 for whatever reason. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. Dropping that, and I failed. Well, risk always has a chance of failure. Yeah. Ugh. I mean, I'm fine with oh my goodness. Don't steal from your king, boo. Yeah, when they add stuff like that adds new content, I'm perfectly fine paying for like upgraded versions. Like, I'm currently planning on getting the upgrade packs for Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. That way I can replay Breath of the Wild at 60 FPS, which I'm really looking forward to. And I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, so this will be my chance to play it at a good frame rate. I don't need to get any more coins. No! I really want to save this mushroom for the shortcut. Yeah! See, that's why I was trying to do a lap or two ago. Doing that slick shortcut. How can you outdo Ultimate? True. Maybe more stages instead of characters. I don't know. I think the more, unless it's like a super like unheard of crossover that no one expects, like I don't see how adding more characters to Smash Ultimate is super impactful versus new stages. You know, you add like a new Mario character, like who cares? You know, it's like in World how they add like the Goomba and stuff to, well, bad example. People probably will like playing as the Goomba, but you know, if they add like an obscure like character, then who cares, right? If they add like Master Chief or something, then yeah, I totally get why that would be a good situation to add a new character in, but but you know, I feel like if they add more players to Ultimate, like it really needs to be hype, you know? Like not just like hardcore fan hype, like I mean like stuff that even like a casual audience would be hyped about. Something crazy. Oh my goodness. I mean, I don't really play Smash, and even I was hyped for Steve. And when he got announced. Yeah, but, you know, I think it would be better for them to bring, I don't know. If they insist on bringing new characters, it's gotta be someone super hype. But I think if they aren't able to bring like a super popular character or whatever that doesn't generate hype like across the gaming landscape or whatever, then it's probably better to do maps. Like there's so many like stages they have so many worlds they can base the stage off of. You know, it's like they've got so many characters in there that people have checked off their wish list. But there's also so many locations that people would love. I'm not going for the item this round. I want that protection. Yeah, you can just hang out, Piranha. That way if someone hits me, you'll bite them. Alright, sweet. Third place, not bad in this lobby. Not bad. It's time for first place, bro. I got second before. I mean, this is one of those lobbies where even if I get 6th place, I'll gain VR, so. I actually don't really need to do that well to gain skill with some of the VR some of the people have here. But yeah, my plan for the Switch 2 launch is go to Best Buy, pick it up when at the midnight release. If they did it like they did for the Switch 1, they'll have people get in separate lines. Where if you already have a pre-order, you go in one line, and then if you're just there at midnight to buy a console, then you stand in another one. I'll pick up my Switch 2, take it home, well, probably go to bed at that point, but the next morning, I'll do the system transfer locally to make sure that it works and I don't actually lose anything. Then I'll probably go into a local video game store and trade in my Switch 1 for just cash. It's probably not going to be as much as if I had traded in before the Switch 2, but I've already explained why I want to get the Switch 2 first. But I still want to get some money back for my Switch stuff. I'm keeping my Switch 1 Pro controller because there doesn't seem to be much of a reason to get a new one other than like the C button, but I assume you can press the home button and open it the same menu manually if you need to. How has this been such a peaceful race? There it is. That's okay, I got all my coins back. Double items? He'll probably get a mushroom or something. Do that a little bit early. Alright, didn't get a mushroom. Nice. That was just one just one blue shell I had to eat, but there we go, first place. Ben, nah, bro, I'm staying up to play. But see, the thing is, it'll probably need to... we know there's going to be a day one update, too. So it's going to need to update, then I'm going to need to do the system transfer. It'll probably be like 2 a.m. by the time... Well, actually, you know what? I'm not going to get it exactly at midnight either. So I'll probably get home, depending on how busy it is and how long the line is. Probably get home at 12:30 a.m. at the earliest. And then I'll have to install the day one updates. The Nintendo servers might get slammed at that time from everyone getting their Switch 2s. So that might take a while to download. And then the system transfer, I don't know how long that'll take. Presumably it'll be pretty fast since I'm doing it local, but don't know for sure. This is not a great defense. My cat's meowing in the background if you hear it. The thing about doing these wide drifts too is that you're really vulnerable from the side. So if someone snipes you with a green shell, there's a big opening there. That's the best way to take these corners. Oh, I did not see that banana. You know what? Fine. I kind of want something else anyway. Can I get something else? A backup protection, perhaps? Thank you. Appreciate that game. All right, there we go. 2 first places in a row. Not bad, not bad. Those races weren't nearly as competitive as they probably should have been. Hoping to get one in store, so hopefully supplies last. Well, if you're not there for the midnight launch, it might be tough. Actually, does GameStop even... I don't even know if GameStop's doing a midnight launch. I know not everyone is. Not all the stores are, so... If you missed the midnight launch, you might be able to get it from a store that doesn't open until the actual morning. But I don't know. They've been, with all the tariffs, like, and stuff going on, Nintendo's been shoving Switch 2s into the US like crazy. So who knows? Maybe there'll be plenty of Switch 2s to go around. Am I playing with the Joy-Cons or the Pro Controller? I'm playing with the Pro Controller. I've seen some people can get really crazy with motion controls. Well, I guess the Pro Controller has motion controls too, but... Pro Controller is just much more comfortable. I am going off. I didn't mean to drift that far and drop my bananas. Gotta line up the third boomerang shot as well as you can, because the third boomerang shot goes significantly farther than the other two. Break off that corner. Oh, I got a star. Gotta use the stars. Get that protection out ASAP. I'll try to do this shortcut now. Not bad. Ooh. Didn't even see those 2 bananas, but I dodged them anyway. Nice corner jump there. Can hardly ask for a better corner jump. 2 forms of protection. I'm chilling. I'm not going to be too aggressive here. I don't need to be. Well, maybe if he was a little closer, I could have gotten him with the red shell there, but I'm happy with third. Hi, kitty. Yes, you just ate, didn't you? And it's never enough, is it? Hey Lee, welcome to the YouTube stream. How's it going? But yeah, I imagine on the Switch 2, even though the original Switch 1 Pro controller doesn't have a C button, I assume you'll be able to like go to the home menu like this, and then like select game chat as one of the icons down here, and get to the menu that way. I'd be kind of surprised if you literally could not use game chat at all if you don't have a C button. Actually, I'm pretty sure we've seen the game chat thing as an icon in the Switch 2 HUD, haven't we? I might be misremembering. I was too indecisive about that double item. Didn't get the drift, but that's fine. Can you even get to the top floor? No, you need the water boost. It's also going to be weird, like, getting used to stuff being dragged automatically. But I'm sure, like, a few hours of gameplay or... Oh, I didn't realize the sponges were a path. I've never noticed that before. The sponges are a path when you enter the water. That's cool. And I'll try to target 2025 grad. Oh, I didn't get high enough. Sad. I got 3 mushrooms. I want to try to get that. Well, never mind. Just get the one item. There we go. Got the rate and double item. And it's just more mushrooms. Okay. Well, as long as we don't get hit, I suppose. That's okay. Let's just guarantee we get to the top here with that one mushroom and hold the protection. Alright, not a bad finish. Not bad. I like Calamari Desert theme-wise. I'm not 100% used to the track changes yet. I didn't play Mario Kart 7 that much, and I haven't really played that map since it was added too much. I hope that Mario Kart World improves on that too. Like, we were just sitting there for ages, like, when everyone had already voted. I wonder if you'll just be voting on the tracks in multiplayer, or if you have to go between multiple races. See, did that hit both me and the baby Rosalina, or Is that something else? Oh, come on. I think I can still take this last shortcut here. Yeah, you can pretty much do it. I don't know if you can land that better. You might be able to land it better so that you don't, so that you can still drift when you're done. But I didn't feel like I got slowed down at least. I didn't mean to drift that tight. Besides, we still got... Gotta use that star as soon as you can. Take the shortcuts with the mushrooms. As long as nothing hits me, I'm fine. I actually kind of wish I had a mushroom at this point, just because the final shortcut is so good, but at the same time, I don't really care enough to get rid of my protection. Yeah, that can happen. Stupid Boo stealing from his king. How disloyal. Hey Hunter, welcome to the stream. Well, I don't think a broken arm would really affect your finger movements. I guess maybe it would in some cases, but it would affect your real driving, I imagine, more than it would when using a controller. I mean, I broke my arm when I was in kindergarten, and I know they had, for me, they had like they wrapped it around my arm and like had it connect between my thumb and my index finger. So it does restrict, for me at least, it restricted movement a little bit, but I could still like play video games. Wouldn't have been this comfortable, but I imagine, well, I guess if you're using motion controls to like trick and stuff, then it would have a impact on your driving, but I don't use motion controls, so I have heard that if you get crazy with it, that you can get really good, that there are some advantages, but I just prefer to play regularly. And it sounds like a 1% type of improvement, you know? Where it makes a big difference if you're competing against other expert players and trying to get like as slight of an advantage as you possibly can. But that's more of like a tournament thing. I wanted those coins. How did I not get hit there? Did the person next to me throw an item back? Because that red shell was coming for me. I kind of want to just hold these shells. Well, didn't matter. Probably wouldn't have gotten a star. Alright, still got third. That last shortcut came in clutch. I keep expecting the German person in here with high VR to do better, but I guess with the ping, it's proving to be detrimental to their VR. But hey, if I don't care about their VR level. I'll happily take more VR for their mere presence in this lobby. TikTok clock. Reverse TikTok clock. Or mirrored, I mean. I feel like I'm okay at this one. It's gonna be a little tricky playing it on mirror, but the only thing I don't like doing that I would probably do better if I learned it would be the clock shortcut at the end here. I don't like taking it because I don't feel like I can do it consistently. Yeah, like going across the arms of the clock there. It might not even be that good of a shortcut until the second or third lap, but regardless, I don't like taking it. Oh, I just sort of assumed that it hit my green shell. But it broke from something else. Well, it doesn't really make a difference because I threw away my shell anyway. Stupid boo. So disloyal. I got good protection. The only thing I could possibly like more is if I had a boombox in my second item slot. Oh, speaking of blue shells and boom booms. Oh well. I probably could have slowed down and made him eat it, but I don't really care. I'm surprised I really only had to deal with a blue shell that race. Yeah, like there's several people in here with VR that's as good or higher than mine. Shroom Ridge. Piranha Plant Slide. Dolphin Shoals. I don't really care about any of these maps. I'll pick Shroom Ridge so I can potentially make use of the final shortcut on that map. And I haven't played it nearly as much as the other two maps. Actually, you know what? I just realized. Is the Star Wars Fortnite event like exactly a week from today? It might be. If that's the case, then I might not even... My first stream after the Switch 2 launches might not even be a Switch 2 stream. It might be the Star Wars Fortnite event stream. Well, in any case, I'll at least stream Mario Kart World on next Sunday. Not tomorrow Sunday, but next week Sunday. Nope. Mario's a little close for comfort. I do think you need a mushroom for that final shortcut. I did have one. When did I get it? I didn't see. No! I think it's better to save this mushroom for the shortcut up here than to use it instantly. Of course, that's assuming I didn't get hit again. Two mushrooms. Don't hold that bomb back. I'm going to go ahead and use one here. Hopefully I get protection, a bomb. Not the best, but that's fine. Oh, I was afraid I got shocked right off the glider there, but I guess I didn't. I still flew off the edge there. No, are you serious? I was right up. I was just about to pass second place with that red shell. And of course, right at that second, they have to throw a shell behind me too. He had to have been pretty close for it to like be that instant. Yeah, that's instant karma, I guess. It was such a small time frame too. Like we literally just had a few feet left in the race. And I would have been able to pass that guy if I hadn't gotten hit myself. But instead of getting second, I got sent back to sixth. I mean, seriously, what are the chances of all of that happening right at the end there? Whoever, like, hit the red, threw the red shell at me got, like, a bonus, like, boost, because he still benefited from the guy in front of me getting hit by a red shell, and then also red shelled me, so he moved up a couple of spots. See, like there, did it get thrown back, or did I just hit it on his screen? That is a change I cannot wait for. In Mario Kart World. They didn't change how lightning works, did they? I could have sworn I should have, like, fallen to the ground since I was gliding. Surely they didn't change, like update Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, like, that recently. With the change like that. Well, I was going to keep holding my red shell, but then you had to throw yours back. Yeah, I'll bump into you again. That is karma right there. Piranha can chill out. I'm not going to spam to get rid of him. Oh, that was awkward. But I did stay on the track. I'm going to risk it. He had protection. Oh well, I didn't get screwed because of it. Yay, second. That was almost deja vu there. If I had gotten hit at the last second again. This is interesting. These are all from the Booster Course Pass. We got Daisy Cruiser, Peach Gardens, and 3DS Rainbow Road. I probably like Daisy Cruiser the best, but I'm going to vote for the 3DS Rainbow Road because I know there's probably a lot more people that like that map more. Oh, I say that, but Daisy Cruiser got more votes. I gotta remember about the switch up on this map. I don't know why, but they make you go backwards for the last lap. Like, it's not even It's not even a tour map, it's a Wii map. And the Wii map never had you go backwards. But they made you go backwards on the last lap anyway. Like the tour maps. That guy's got an equation for me. I wonder what that is. Boo, steal something for your king. A banana, I suppose. That is a fair offering. I'll use it as protection. Yeah, see, look here. It mixes things up, it's weird. Why we gotta go this way for the final lap? No. Boo, your king requires assistance. Oh, that was a good shock dodge. The guy in front of me got a good shock dodge too, and has 3 red shells. Oh my goodness, so many red shells. I had to defend myself. Oh my goodness. So many red shells. Stop it. Jeez. I was hoping to use those red shells offensively, but the people in front and behind me had red shells. So there wasn't an offensive reason to use them, and there was a very good defensive reason for me to not use them. I'll do DK Mountain. We already did Wario's Gold Mine. And Baby Park, of course. What map are we going to get? DK Mountain, not a surprise. Half the lobby voted for it. I don't think boosts, like drift boosts, speed you up in the cannon. I don't know for sure, but it doesn't feel like they boost you in the cannon, so... Alright, it took my banana and hit me? That doesn't seem fair. Those final corners are brutal. Even though we're on 150, I still feel like I have to brake so much to make the turns there. And He just pulls 3 green shells out immediately. Okay. SMH. Well, I got a bull of my own. You know what? I'll try to use it strategically here. Hopefully I don't use it too late. Okay, I thought it would go a bit farther than that, but you know what? You do you, Bullet Bill. Nope. I will look down the face of a green shell in my star and be just fine. Really no point in giving me a star. I was just about to say, I could use another bullet though. I'm going to try to use it strategically. Maybe do it a bit later. There. I did notice it sent me a bit to the side before. Yes. I wanted to get around that corner in particular, but unfortunately we're still very far behind. Much better than it could have been, though. I remember GameCube Mountain, DK Mountain on the Wii. Yeah. I'm glad they brought it back. It's kind of crazy, though. That means DK Mountain was in the Mario Kart for GameCube, Wii. Well, I guess not Wii U, but Deluxe is basically the same game that was on the Wii U, but it's basically 3 Mario Karts. Well, 3 console Mario Karts in a row. I don't know about anything else, but that's like 3 console Mario Karts in a row that it's been in. About Nintendo and Ubisoft, Just Dance will be compatible on the Nintendo Switch 2. Oh, good. I think, well, that doesn't surprise me for a few reasons. First is, I don't know how it works on Switch because I don't play Just Dance, but I think if you get it on Xbox or PlayStation, it uses your phone as the controller for it. And for Switch, I know you can use the Joy-Con. I don't even know if they would need to update how it works to be compatible with the Switch 2 Joy-Con. Because they both have accelerometers, gyroscopes, whatever. Depending on how Nintendo set up, they could just make it so no work is required for gyroscope to be used on Switch 2 if it's already programmed for Switch 1. Well, that's what you get for touching my butt, Yoshi. Ah, are you serious? I got hit by it and used it? How is that even possible? I should be stunned if I'm hit with the red shell. Well, I'll tell you how it's possible. Netcode. If it was single player, that wouldn't be possible. I'm trying to dodge that banana I saw. For a second, I'm just going to chill here. You can be blue shell protection over there in first. And if he doesn't get a blue shell, oh, he's getting a blue shell right now. I was gonna say, even if he didn't get a blue shell, I would still have protection. That's unfortunate for the guy in first. I think I definitely screwed some over there. Evil. But then the shot came, got rid of all my items and his items, but I was still behind the item blocks and he wasn't. So he had nothing to counter the blue shell with. And I was close enough behind that I didn't even need to attack him. Let's see. I think we got enough time for 1 or 2 more races. We'll see how long this next one is. And we'll just say we'll do 2 more. You know what I'm nostalgic for on Mario Kart Wii, though? It was when you would play online on Mario Kart Wii, and it would show like where everyone in the lobby's from. I always thought that was really cool. Like their Mii would be standing on the globe where they're from. Nowadays, that would raise swatting concerns, but and dox people. But I always thought that was cool as a kid, you know. See, oh wow, this guy is from this spot in the world. And then it would, you know, show another guy from Europe, and then it would, you know, just go on and show everyone on the planet. Now you just got the country flags, which is probably better for privacy reasons, but still, it was cool being able to see where everyone was from. Maybe if they brought something like that back, they could have like a streamer mode or a hide my spot mode. But I don't know. It wouldn't be the same. Unfortunate Link. I saw you coming out of the bullet bill and was like, you know what? He probably doesn't have any instant protection. Ow. I don't know if it's faster to go down below or up top. I think it's faster to go up top, but I could be wrong. Yeah. The gold mushroom is almost a hindrance because it just takes up a slot in your inventory for so long. You have to use it before your second item is usable. I was also thinking about getting the PC version of GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. I will say, as someone that owns the PC version of GTA 5, it is cool to like play single player mods and stuff. Like there's a LSPD FR mod, which is a mod that lets you play as a police officer in single player GTA 5. That's really cool. But if you're playing online on PC, there's also a lot of modders and stuff. As someone who's played both on PC and Xbox and PlayStation, I can tell you from first-hand experiences, there are a lot more modders on PC than on consoles. At least modern consoles. I don't know about last gen or stuff. I don't know the best routes on these tour maps. I sound like an old boomer when I say that. Like, back in my day, we didn't have no wide city maps based off of real places. We didn't need to rely on big red arrows to tell us where to go. We just knew where to go because the map was made better. Stupid, disloyal boo. I can just pass that guy. Although I do need to rely more on my vision because I'm not that familiar with this map. Hey, going for the double item actually worked there. If I'd gone for the single item and gotten for a tighter drift, it likely wouldn't have given... I wouldn't have likely gotten a second item. Or wouldn't have gotten an item. Or I would have passed the item box before the red shell hit me, which wouldn't have been great. God damn it! Stupid piranha. Stupid drawbridge, not letting me boost. Yep, I totally called it. I think we both got that item box. He just pulled mushrooms out of himself too. Crazy. Are there less cheaters now, Sackboy? I assume a lot got banned, but I also heard that cheaters were able to make a workaround for mod menus. That's the thing, is that it's always a cat and mouse situation. Well, is that the right phrase? It's always an arms race situation with at least PC modding, because you can't really account for hardware nearly as well. So someone could have like a hardware device that cheats for them. Someone could have some software running in the background so that, you know, that does stuff. And you have to allow other programs to work when the game's being played, because you might be listening to Spotify, might be watching a YouTube video on a browser. But the thing about console modding is, at the very least, if you want to risk modding on a console, you have to either mod the console physically most of the time, not every time, but sometimes there's an exploit that a lot of the times you need to physically do something to your hardware. And B, if you get banned from online, it's much more punishing because you have to pay for the online subscriptions. That's like one of the few good things about paid for online, is that it makes people think twice before they cheat, because they risk not being able to play all their other games online too. I'll stay away from that piranha. I'll teach you piranha. And don't get me wrong, I know modding still happens on consoles and stuff. I know there's that, depending on the system, it can be pretty easy to mod on, but at least you have some sort of hardware component to it. At least you have some sort of monetary reason to not cheat, you know? Like on PC, if you cheat in a free game, for example, like say you try to cheat in Fortnite or whatever, or Rocket League, you know, insert whatever free game you want. But if you cheat on PC, you just make a new account if you get banned. On console, you can risk getting your console getting hardware banned, and if you are on your main account anyway, then you risk just not being able to play any of your other games online either. If your PSN or Xbox Live membership goes, gets banned. I was going to say like Game Pass, but it sounds weird. Game Pass Core is what it's called now, but it's weird to refer to the online component specifically as Game Pass. Strange. So I guess to summarize my rant about console versus PC cheating, there's both a hardware barrier to entry, there's a paid online barrier to entry, and there is the possibility for hardware bans that aren't really as viable on PC with all the configurations. Yeah, in theory they do that, Sackboy, but software anti-cheats. Well, no anti-cheat's perfect. But anyway, that's going to be it for today. I'm going to be back tomorrow for more. But I'd like to thank you all for coming by and watching today's stream. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're watching it on YouTube. And if you're watching on Twitch, hit the follow button if you haven't already. You can also get notified of when I go live by joining the Steam group and the Discord channel. Links to all that stuff are down below. Let me look at my calendar here. Yeah, so a week from today, the Star Wars Fortnite event starts at 1 p.m. my time, but it opens 2 hours early. So I don't know when I'm going to be starting then, but that'll be next week's Saturday stream. And I'll be streaming more Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tomorrow. And then for next Sunday, not tomorrow's Sunday, but the Sunday, next week's Sunday, I'll probably do Mario Kart World, since I'll have my Switch 2 all set up and stuff hopefully by then. But yeah, that sounds like a plan. Yeah, thanks for stopping by and watching, Ryan and Sackboy and everyone else. I appreciate it. And thank you guys again for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.